There are three categories of batons for private security. The first one is the straight baton, and there's three different materials. This one is a wooden baton. This straight baton is made of aluminum. In fact, this was the very one I carried in the police academy and for a couple years when I was a police patrol officer. This straight baton is made of a hard composite plastic, which is very durable. The second category of baton used by private security is the side handle baton. It's like a straight baton, but it has the handle on one side. And of course, it's a little bit different in the way you handle it as far as techniques and tactics. And I'll show you a little bit on that when we get to it. Regardless of what category of baton you carry on duty, whatever you do, don't have a thong or a strap to it. That is forbidden by private security. Also, never refer to your baton as a club or a nightstick. That could get you in some legal trouble. Whenever I teach a new class, I always assume that my students don't know anything and I start from there. I'm not trying to insult their intelligence, but everybody is at a different level tactically. So even for carrying a baton, whether it's a straight baton or a collapsible baton, I'm starting with you from the very beginning. And the first thing you need is a rigger's belt. I like to wear a military rigger's belt for a couple of reasons. One, it's very durable. Two, I can use it in an emergency, whether I need to spy rig on a helicopter or rappel down a building, it has a D-ring. And three, it could be made as a improvised tourniquet. Now, attached to that is going to be my duty belt. And this is made of nylon. However, they make them out of leather too, which in law enforcement we call Sam Browns. And in order to attach it to the belt, I need what's called keepers. I need 4 keepers, and I'll show you how to put those on in a second. And then finally, you need a baton ring. And this is where your straight baton or your side handle baton is going to go in. The first thing you want to do is put on the baton ring. And because I'm right-handed, I have to do what's called a cross draw. So that means that this is going to be on the left side of my duty belt. And you want to unsnap it, put it on like so, and then snap it to your duty belt, roughly to where you think the baton is going to be. Now, you undo the belt and you put it on. And it's like so. Now, a lot of amateurs think that's it, and then you see the belt all over the place and moving around, especially if you get into a fight. It could shift on you. So that's where the keepers come in place. So what you do is you have the duty belt and you have your rigger's belt, and you slip it under both of them, and that way you hook it over and you attach it. Click the buttons. Now it's secured to your belt. However, that's just in one spot. So in front, on the other side, I will snap it under the belt. First, slide it under the belt. Make sure it's in front of the baton area, and then snap it. Then you're going to turn around and do the same thing on the back at 2 different anchor points on your belt. So now you're ready to put your baton into the baton ring. And of course, it will stay very secure because of the keepers that are in place. If you're going to carry an expandable baton, then it's got to be on your primary side. I'm right-handed, so it's on my right side. And the holder is attached there with a keeper in the front and a keeper in the back. And that's because I'm going to do what's called a front draw and then deploy the weapon. If it were on the other side, it's hard to reach. So I'll talk about drawing your baton later on. I've been an advisor on the board of advisors on Security Training Center for 2 decades since the company was first formed. And this baton training video is just part of the contribution I've made over the years. Now, I'm still a certified guard with the state of California, so I have to have a continuing education in security matters, and I even go to STC, even though I am a contributor, because there I can get good online training and also very clear and concise training materials. So, visit the website and stay safe.